what do we know about creatine? It does all this magic, but does any dose of it have the same impact? Is more better, like we seem to think most things are?
So this is
timing,
super exciting.
that sort of thing.
Okay.
Go for it.
This is a super exciting area. So let's start with the timing. It's well established now that the absolute timing is irrelevant per se. So people say, is it just like caffeine? I'm like, no, it kind of makes sense. If you're going to take your coffee, take it before exercise, it peaks in your blood and away you go. Creatine is kind of really cool, and since you can take it in the morning before you work out, I actually take part of my dose during a workout. I'll put 5 grams in a bowl of water and drink it. You can take it after, before going to bed. So the first question, does the timing really matter? The answer is no. The better question is, does the amount you take matter? And the answer is, I think yes, because we're going to divide this up now into 3 areas. The dose from skeletal muscle, bone, and brain is different, and I think it's different for each tissue. So if for the viewers watching, I'm just looking from a skeletal muscle perspective, I want to get stronger, add more reps or whatever it is. I think you can take as little as 3 to 5 grams a day. You do not need the creatine loading phase of 20 grams a day for 7 days. You can start with 3 to 5 grams a day, and after about maybe 2 weeks to a month, you'll start to notice some potential effects. When we get into bone, the lowest dose ever been shown to be effective in combination with exercise is 8 grams a day. And that's probably because 95% of your creatine is stored in skeletal muscle. So you'd only have a small amount, less than 5% trickling to other areas. And then the big area is the brain. From the neck up, that area is very specific. As we already talked about, the brain will make its own creatine, but it also has the important blood-brain barrier. Very picky, doesn't want to allow a lot of things in. But there's no creatine transporters at our astrocytes. So that area of the molecule right by our interstitial fluid that will allow creatine to go from the blood into the cell, we just don't have the doorways there. So the uptake in the brain is very blunted. So a lot of the good researchers, primarily from Norway and Brazil, will often say you need longer dosages of creatine or higher amounts. So now we're in a conundrum. You got a very small dose for muscle. Bone is about 8 to 10 where we're starting to see benefits. And the brain is either about 4 to 5 grams a day for several months or 20 grams a day for at least a week. So I've done the math and people say, well, how much does he take? I take 10 grams a day for this reason. I take 5 grams in the morning and I drink 5 grams during my workout just because I'm trying to get a whole body effect. But when I do go to Europe for conferences or whichever, jet lag, sleep deprivation, I probably double the amount for a week in advance. And I've noticed it helps. And we can talk about those phenomenal new studies on the brain, sleep deprivation, hypoxia, cognition. So as you can tell, I'm pretty excited about this. But I think the tissue does influence it.